I pooped my pants on Monday, actually, a week ago today.
We were gone for a long time. Longest time we have taken off since the beginning of this whole show's being created. We absolutely enjoyed our time. We hope that you did as well. We did miss all of you. I missed the hell out of doing this program. I missed all the boys, and it is fantastic to be back in the Thunderdome.
I pooped my pants on Monday, actually, a week ago today. Yeah, I pooped my pants. I haven't really felt poop in my underwear while I'm wearing it in a long time.
Fart poop?
No. I'm talking waterfall poop. I'm talking throw out underwear poop your pants. I was at a restaurant that serves
public.
No. I didn't poop my pants till I got home, but while I was walking home, I knew I might poop my pants.
Was it a...
No, it was someone just stabbed me in the stomach. Something is wrong here. I got a large margarita, I got 2 tacos, and I pooped my pants on Monday. And unfortunately, I cannot go back because it was bad. This is brand new underwear, too. I have to also mention, I never get new clothes. You guys see how I dress. Went to Lululemon.
What?
Lululemon underpants.
Not cheap.
And I filled them with poop.
How close were you to the bathroom when you pooped your pants?
I was walking into the bathroom when I pooped my pants. It wasn't a situation where I could hold it, Tony. I did not want to poop. I knew I had to wait, and I stood up because I was like, I better go sit on the toilet because something bad's going to happen. And as I'm walking to my bathroom, you get the whole, you feel it in your pants.
The dam broke?
Yes, the dam broke, and I couldn't hold it. I kept trying to hold it as I kept walking. More poop. I kept pooping my pants. And then actually the worst part about this was that when I finally got to the toilet, pants come off.
Yeah.
Toilet seat's still up. So I got a lot of poop on the toilet seat.
I'm going to have to hire a lawyer because there's so much fucking shit that goes in it.
Right.
Which I don't love about the American process. That somebody can just file a fugazi lawsuit against somebody. Now I automatically, I have to hire this lawyer. I have to go through this whole process, but I have to. I'm going to have to do that because how much is going into it and what could potentially take place. It's money, whatever. I've been broke before. Lawyer said he's going to bankrupt me. I'll learn my lesson if he bankrupts me. Okay, pal. Whatever you want to do. But I don't understand how we were the ones chosen for this particular lawsuit, but I will continue to reiterate. Excited to see how it all goes? Oh, Joe Montana. I met Joe Montana. I was very flustered. He literally walked by and I was Mark. I was a full Mark. I go, holy shit, loud. Holy shit, you're a legend, bro. And he goes, all right. And he just keeps moving or whatever. Then a couple days later, we happen to be in the same area. He walks by and I go, thank you for your service to football, sir. All right. It just walks by like head down. Probably gets it all the time. Trying to live as normal as possible. He was eating in the same places as everybody else, hanging out in the same place, like just trying to be a normal human. And every time I saw him, I'm like, that's fucking Joseph Montana. So finally, last day, I introduced myself. Pat McAfee, very nice to meet you. Pat, oh man, because I have that big hat I wear. I couldn't really see you because of my boys and I were just chatting about you or whatever. You're in the news, you know. I was like, yeah, Brett's suing me, Joe. He's like, don't love that, but we love watching the show or whatever. I was like,
Joe, cool.
Oh my
Joe,
God.
you watch our fucking show?
Boom!
Wow.
Never been done.
Yeah, it feels.
It's old back door.
I think it got I was completely out on Anthony Richardson. I could not take a single person serious who was talking about Anthony Richardson because for the first, 4 games, he didn't even throw a fucking touchdown. Didn't even throw a touchdown. When we were down there for Florida, Tennessee for college game day, all the signs said, I have thrown the same amount of touchdowns as fucking Anthony Richardson. I'm like, I didn't know that going into the game. Then after his 4th game, I think he threw 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And it was like 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. And then I started watching his highlights here because everybody's gassing him up. Hey, he's going to be a Colt, huh? He's going to be unbelievable. Dan Snyder, the owner of the Washington Commanders, allegedly is not allowing Jeff Bezos to put in a bid to buy the Washington Commanders out of spite after what the Washington Post did with all the exposés of the Washington Commanders. The other NFL owners said, Dan, come the fuck on, which made all of us believe maybe Dan was just pump faking on the sale to get the heat off of him a little bit because everybody wanted him to sell, which would be a Dan Snyder move if he was to do the case. That turns out to just be a very small part of the whole thing. Now there's potential bank fraud allegations coming at Dan Snyder for taking a $55 million loan out unannounced to the rest of the partners of the Washington Commanders, which is illegal, I guess, because the bank asked if he did get permission from his partners. He said yes. They said cool, moved on. He charged $4.5 million to the Washington Commanders to have the Washington Commanders logo on his plane for marketing. He was utilizing the alleged. This is all reported.
Alleged.
This is all reported. He was utilizing the Washington Commanders as a piggy bank, they were saying, just making shit up to go grab money out of the accounts. He has asked the rest of the owners, if he was to sell the team, if he could be indemnified, I believe, for future problems that could arise from his rule-breaking, law-breaking moves as owner of the Commanders. That's where the Commanders are right now. So just like we thought that the Commanders couldn't get any lower after the first expose that came out about the Commanders, they have somehow found their way into more shit, deeper shit. And if you're a Commanders fan, you got to be thinking, get us past all of this shit.
Ty, how does it feel to have the little sister of spending in New York baseball?
Jet, do not be naive, okay? The fucking Mets choked last year in the playoffs. You know they did.
I know somebody that's excited to ask you a question. Gumpy, what do you got for Jet?
Well. Good afternoon, Jet. You old bastard. God, your beard's even whiter than it was. I suppose that's what happens when you're an international fugitive.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Might be getting that handled.
Someone better not be throwing you a damn pitch, Pat.
No.
I'm not going to do that today. Yeah, don't even try to sneak that shit by me, man. Come on. Oh, come on! Pat. Pat McAfee.
We're playing baseball,
Son
Jet.
of a bitch. Unbelievable.
Oh! That's right up the front.
Oh, it's in the gap.
It's in the gap.
Turn two.
Sorry about Jet.
Get two.
We have more room for baseball activity. I put my phone away for a few days. I opened it, and the tweet I saw was the Arizona Cardinals hired Michael Scott as their head coach.
Yeah.
And then I clicked the video.
Shot.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good. Shots, explosives. You can run.
I loved it. I was so happy. Him and Sirianni were on the same coaching staff. No wonder they made it to the fucking Super Bowl.
Why don't you give me all the guns you have? Get rid of all your guns and give them to me. Great.
Danny Dimes actually asking for $45 million, or is this all just a leverage play by the Giants for the fans to be like, oh, Danny Dimes doesn't deserve it, get him the hell out of here because they all want him to come back?
The market for quarterbacks is either like 40 and above or other.
Did you talk to the executive on the plane or no?
I did.
You have actual information?
I do have information, but this is not from the person
that was on your plane.
Because I'm not going to have sensitive conversations with people while others are around, you know.
Yeah, true. And the microphone works with you speaking into it, not sitting on top.
Hold on. I got to move this
there
thing
it
up.
is.
There we
You're a host of a show.
So him asking for 45, like, I don't know for sure that was made in negotiations, but if it was, that would be fine. But I would expect the number to come in less than that regardless.
I can't fathom Baltimore moving forward without Lamar Jackson.
None of us can. That's why we're like, get a
can't.
deal done. Like when he doesn't play and people are saying like
Yeah.
he's limping around the whole thing, the automatic conversation is like, well, he's not playing because they didn't pay him. It's like, that shouldn't even be a conversation right now. He's Lamar Jackson. He's already won an MVP. He's won a playoff game. He is the Baltimore
Right.
Ravens. Pay the guy.
2020 season, when they were the number one seed, he was carrying that team. Remember, they had historical injuries.
4 running backs
And
out.
if I was Baltimore, I would sit there and go, that's the evidence we have that while we're going to allocate a lot of money to him, he's proven to be capable of carrying a roster that may not be as loaded as some cheaper quarterbacks can have.
I was losing sleep over having, we had Phillip Rivers, the Phillip Rivers era, but I knew like this isn't going to last forever. So unless we have the next quarterback, there'll be somebody else in this seat you'll be talking to. So that's where you lose some sleep. Who's this next guy? So we found the next guy. We found a franchise quarterback. Paying him is, I'm not losing sleep over that.
This is what Boston Connor asks self-made billionaire, owner of the Phoenix National Club, not the home of the Waste Management Tournament.
After everything with, the golf course, how did the waste management and getting people there for, like tour events happen?
He said Arizona's become a home for golf.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Thursday, March 2nd's happy hour version of the Pat McAfee Show. Live the same day the combine starts, we start now.
Happy hour!
How you doing? We're supposed to go live roughly 55 minutes ago. Things like that are going to happen whenever you're traveling via air to get back to Indianapolis. I do apologize that we're a little bit later than we thought it was going to be. I did say roughly 5. So if you go from the grand scheme of things, like 24 hours in a day, certainly in the 5 o'clock hour.
Absolutely.
But disrespectful of your time, I do apologize. Hey, Pat, why are you wearing a sports coat with a tank top? Well, I just got back from a golf trip with the Manning.
Whoa! Those Mannings?
Yeah, we went down to a golf course. Don't need to talk about the name of the course or whatever, but it was a unbelievable once-in-a-lifetime experience that I had to do. And I'm going to tell you what, those Mannings boys are good at golf.
Okay.
They are phenomenal at golf.
They better be.
I watched the big one, Peyton.
Yeah.
Sure.
Taller, a little bit tall. Eli's a tall fucking guy, by the way. This is my first time hanging around Eli for like an extended period of time. Had seen him come and go. Obviously, we've done Monday Night Manning. We know him. He's fucking tall. Like,
Yeah.
the first time I seen him bust out his driver, he hit this fucking draw. His swing, though, it looked like a pterodactyl was swinging. He is so large.
Very long.
So large, just in comparison to normal humans that you're just walking. He hits this bomb draw, like 335 or something like that, up over some trees, like back like that. And he goes, I just got these clubs yesterday or something like that. First time hitting a drive, I love it. I'm like, man, must be nice to be a Manning.
Yeah.
Peyton dropped 3 30-footers, just putts. Boom, boom, boom.
Legend.
Back 9 of the course we were playing at.
Sure.
Par was 36. 35, I believe, on the back 9, Peyton Manning. The NFLPA is releasing the first ever team report cards based on surveying roughly 1,300 players. Ranking number 1 overall in football facilities, staff, and overall treatment of players, Vikings. Followed by the Miami Dolphins. Raiders at 3 brand new facilities in Vegas. Congrats to them because they came from the worst by far, stadium and everything like that. This is also the facilities, the day-to-day.
Commanders' worst team. Cardinals' second worst team.
Cardinals were the only team in the league that made their players pay for lunches and food and stuff like that.
Alex Murdoch of the Murdoch Law family in Low Country, South Carolina, has been found guilty of double murder of his wife and asshole son, Paul. I do not know the wife, Maggie, what she was like. Sounds like she was potentially a part of somebody passing away that was a housekeeper lady.
Yep, it was bad.
But nonetheless, this family, if you watch the documentary on Netflix, this is just reportedly and documented in a documentary. I do not know them personally. I've never met these people. This is one of the worst families that you could draw up in a book of like bad guys from the South.
Right.
6'2", 240, running a 4.3.
4.39.
That's scary.
No, that's 4.3, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to say, hey, listen, he
He
ran a
also
4.3.
jumped 42, so he's
Okay, so he's pretty athletic.
And in the modern NFL, like that edge position isn't like the 3rd or 4th most important position in all of sports at all.
No, definitely
And you're not looking for speed out there with those left tackles.
No.
Holy hell, good for this guy.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations. Just changed your whole life. San Francisco's looking for a veteran quarterback, right?
Some of that will depend on Brock Purdy, his surgery. I think it's going to be early next week, if I'm correct.
Do they know? Like, they know it's going to be able to be next week, or is it potentially still too swollen to do surgery?
They think it's going to be next week, but you're right. You hope that the swelling has gone down. You hope that he's sort of cleared for surgery because that starts the clock. If he's not, then they probably have to look a little more heavily in, a veteran quarterback. And I would never rule out Aaron Rodgers because I know previously there was at least a discussion of like, should the 49ers make a run at him? Like,
Aaron Rodgers
last
on the
offseason.
Niners? You think that's real? Hold on. This is a big
don't
deal.
think that's
Get
real.
the ticker ready.
I don't.
Okay, you don't.
Okay.
This sports show starts now.
Friday!
Boys.
What happened?
From the top, please.
What
Can we
happened?
please? That cannot be the
No,
way
that's
this
not.
Feel Good Friday happens. This show starts right now.
Friday! Bingo! Yahtzee!
How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. College football national champion, a Super Bowl champion, a Ryder Cup champion, a man who has actually become an NBA pundit in a video game shitstorm.
Yep, that's right.
Father of 10, COVID survivor, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, baby!
You're glowing! Oh my God, it looks so good! How many people asked you to have sex with their wife on this cruise
All
ship?
right, no old guy reached his hand down my pants and tried to grab my dong like it happened to you.
Whoa.
Bud. So I don't know what cruises you're going on. There may be specific cruises just for that, but the Buckeye cruise is not one of those from what I have seen.
Congratulations on not getting, solicited to do.
Yeah, I was neither the cuck or the cucky, I guess, right?
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
No cucks involved.
Okay, no cucks about it. The Ohio State cruise.
Yep.
Anyways, hey, we're mass on that boat. Mass on that boat.
Mass, like Catholic Church?
Yes.
No.
Were they giving the Eucharist out?
What? What do you mean? What?
Masks.
Mask with a K.